What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we will be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Tron to Bitcoin once again. We will also be looking at what the title said. Basically, is Litecoin preparing to do something like it has never done in the past? And then we will also be discussing a couple of different articles, one being Bitcoin and, Bitcoin price clings to interim support while Litecoin puts Stellar back in its place. We'll also be checking out an article, Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak declares he sold all of his Bitcoin holdings at $20,000 peak. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up if you like the content. Otherwise, let's jump into today's video. So we're on the current coin market cap. I just refreshed the page and things are actually looking quite a bit nicer. Last night, a couple of things happened to the market that quite surprised me in a good way. And I definitely wanted to look at those. We will also be obviously checking out this coin market cap. A couple of things to note straight off the bat. We have a market cap of 120.4 billion, 24-hour volume of 15.2, and a Bitcoin dominance of 52.4%. Now, guys, I do want to recommend that you do check out the link in it's the first link in the description. Basically, it's an app called ABRA. Basically, if you sign up and deposit $5 from a bank account into Bitcoin, they will reward you with $25 as part of their promotion. A lot of you guys have done it. I appreciate all the ones who have, but it's not going to be around for much longer. I think the next week or two, and then it's gone. So definitely take advantage of it while you can. Otherwise, let's just jump back into this. Bitcoin dominance, like I said, is 52.4%. So one thing to note is 24-hour volume is around the same as it was yesterday, but market cap has significantly gone up. No, insignificantly gone up, but it is going up in the positive direction, which is an indicator that the markets are doing fairly well compared to yesterday. We did see a pretty big spike in crypto last night, though, that I do want to discuss with the rest of you. Furthermore, looking at the top 10 cryptocurrencies, as you guys can clearly see, out of the 10, only 2 are down. Stellar is down, and we also see Bitcoin SV down. Only not really down by much, pretty much just consolidating, trading sideways. Tron actually jumping 6.8%, taking the biggest leap out of the top 10 cryptos. Litecoin up 3% following that at $33.36. You know, I'm having a lot of controversy right now on whether or not this blue Litecoin logo is a positive thing. Let me know in the comments down below. I read the ones that you commented on yesterday. A lot of people like, the silver logo. It's silver to Bitcoin's gold. So that's what a lot of people are saying. They're not really fond of this blue logo. So definitely check that out. Let me know what you think. Otherwise, the rest of the market is just holding on, trading sideways, little to no stability, a lot of support trading sideways. This holo, oh my God, up 30% today. Definitely just taking off right now. Definitely not looking to invest in this, but I'm going to have to start checking this Holo app out. Maybe tomorrow I'll check out this token because that is definitely an interesting sign to see this up at 30% once again, and it is just taken off. Furthermore, let's jump into the article to discuss. So basically talking about how Bitcoin price is clinging to the interim support while Litecoin puts Stellar back in its place. So yes, Litecoin did pass Stellar a couple of days ago, which is definitely a very, very, very good thing. Bitcoin closed the 24-hour period above 3,600 at Bitfinex. So it's definitely starting to move up in a good, in a good light. I just want to scroll down really quick to the Litecoin. Here we go. So 7th place Litecoin was previously number 8, but it overtook Stellar today after rebranding and $2 price increase over the course of the week. Although it started at the 5-day period around $33, it had fallen to $29 early in the week. The rebranding took place on the 22nd and led to a resurgence in the price. So it does seem like there are more positive pros to Litecoin changing their Litecoin logo to blue because the price did actually go up. But we will be discussing whether that was related or not related to the price movement in a couple of minutes. Otherwise, Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak declares he sold all of his Bitcoin holdings at the $20,000 peak. Now, it's also really hard to do, and I'm not sure exactly if this man was smart enough to sell off at 20,000. That is a very, very, very good time in all of crypto to sell off at. As of right now, it could go much higher in a year or two. But basically, Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak has said that he sold all of his Bitcoin when the currency hit $20,000 on in December of 2017. Financial media outlet Business Insider Nordiak reported on Wozniak's comments on January 24th. I also don't know why he would need to, express that and tell people that he sold off there. It's really nobody's business. Speaking at the Nordiak Business Forum in Stockholm, Sweden, Wozniak said that he first bought an undisclosed quantity of Bitcoin when crypto was at about $700 because he wanted to experiment with it. So undisclosed amount, and he bought it at $700, which was way before the hype. I got into Bitcoin when it was $1,000. He's saying 700, which means he was in it months earlier than me, which is like 2 to 3 years ago. So interesting. He said, my goal is to travel to a place like Stockholm and go to restaurants and hotels that only accept Bitcoin and only use Bitcoin when I travel. Still, when Bitcoin reached its all-time high of $20,000, Wozniak reportedly sold all of his Bitcoin holdings. He said, when it shot up high, I said, I don't want to be one of these people who watches and watches it and cares about the numbers. I don't want that kind of care in my life. Part of my happiness is not having to worry. So I sold all of it and got rid of it. So that's definitely a good statement, guys. And that's really what I wanted to touch upon in today's episode. You gotta make sure you're not, putting in a whole bunch of your life into this. Now, yes, let me do that for you guys. This channel was made to help you guys out, so you guys don't have to be staring at the charts every single day for 24 hours, making sure that, you're up on your sales or down on your sales. This is what I want to do for you guys. This is my, gift to you guys. I am recording all of this. I'm putting the information together into a quick 10-15 minute video and then putting it out there for you guys to watch. So let me do this. That is what he's saying. I was once in his position too, where I was staring at the computer 24/7, waking up at 2 or 3 a.m. to make sure the prices, went up or went down, because I was so addicted to it. I was like going through withdrawals, so holding it long term and doing this as a way of means of making money instead of, losing time, because time is more valuable than anything, more valuable than money. You can make your money back, you can't get your time back. This is what you gotta, pay attention to. Don't be so inclined to be constantly staring at the charts and being upset and letting it play with your emotions. So just, it's easier to just watch a video and understand the current market, a quick summary, 10 minutes out of your day, and then, you can move back on and watch tomorrow's. That's the best thing to do for you guys. Furthermore, moving on to Litecoin's 4-hour chart. So a couple of things happened. Yesterday was the 25th, today's the 26th, so that leads us to be right around here. So yesterday we drew this uptrend line, and as you guys saw, we reversed back down from the $33 in an ascending triangle formation, pulled back down, and we were using this green band as a support. And I said, with this green band as a support, with this yellow uptrend as a support, we could potentially make a nice pop off of here, due to the fact that there's 2 support lines, not just one on the 4-hour, but 2 lines of support that should potentially push this coin up. And that's exactly what it did. I woke up and obviously the price has gone. I checked my portfolio. Portfolio was up. I was like, markets must have, popped a little bit. Now that was this morning. Obviously we did come down quite a bit. We were nearing overbought on the 4-hour. So with due reason, we did pull back down. We did shoot up quite a bit though. We did break that $33 resistance, which we've been having for quite some time now, all the way back since, the 10th. So it's been about, I believe that is 16 days. And as you guys can see, I don't think, or my opinion on this is, I still think we are going to use this uptrend. We yet have broken it. We have yet closed the candle above it. Well, we did on this 4-hour, but we did pull back down, not on the daily. And I do think we're going to still either consolidate out sideways and use this uptrend. We're going to pull back down a little bit farther, looking at maybe $32, definitely higher than where we were yesterday. And then we could potentially see a nicer pop, moving us up much higher. That's where I'm looking for. But you can see there was a lot more volume here, and it was much more aggressive in the fact that we did actually break this resistance, which we've had such a troublesome time with. Also this high-low MMA being such a bother for the cryptocurrency's price, we're finally using it as a support now, which is also a very good sign. Moving though on to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I've also noticed an interesting pattern. It's not 100% accurate yet, but I'd like to say about 80% of it is true. I did find on the 4-hour, obviously we're looking at the 4-hour, so it's pretty volatile. It's not as stable or strong of a line than if I drew it on a weekly or the daily. But due to the fact that it's on the 4-hour, I did notice a descending triangle forming. We do have a very big support up here at $3,500, and I did see 2 touches indicating a downtrend. Now we're really looking for a third confirmation on this line right here. In terms of price action, we're looking for 35.58 where we're currently at, or 35.59, moving us up to this third line again, potentially testing out like 35.86, which really is not that much off. We are starting to head back up. We were overbought. We were actually, I apologize, we were nearing overbought, nowhere near overbought though. We did shoot up though. This is the 25th, so you can see yesterday, I'm trying to find where it started. So right here about, we started here yesterday, fell down to support, shot all the way up, had this downtrend. Not only did we test it and break through, we also had this high-low MMA, like I inferred, as an area of huge resistance. We did pull back down from there. We were suppressed. The green, we did actually test the red band, that the wick closed us back below the descending triangle. And as you can see, we fell once again back down, touching this, and now we're using this as a support. It's a huge support right here at the 35.35 level, 3,535 for Bitcoin. And then we're really looking for that third confirmation on here. It can either touch it and take off, or it's going to consolidate in and then potentially boom. But I'm kind of seeing Bitcoin as more of a coin that's going to break up rather than break down. We have seen this bear market on the coin for quite some time now, but I do think it's time for us to move in the opposite direction. Furthermore, Ethereum on its 4 hours doing a very similar thing. All these coins do seem to be very synced up recently. Most of the time they're not. At least last year they were all over the place, sporadic, but there is a more pronounced downtrend on Ethereum, which is also an interesting thing. I may potentially be buying into Ethereum fairly soon, mainly because there is a downtrend. Now we have 3 confirmations on here, so this is 100% a downtrend, a descending triangle. We do have a very, very, very strong support at $114, and as you guys can see, we are nearing the end of this descending triangle, and we're most likely going to see a pop to the upside. It is obviously possible for us to continue to fall down lower. That would be very unfortunate, but if it does do that, we would probably, pull down to the $80 level that we discussed. That would be very unfortunate, but if things do go positively, a retest of the high-low MMA, probably closer to 120, and we could see a break all the way to $130 within Ethereum. Otherwise, we still have Tron on this board because, guys, look at what Tron is doing. I missed out on this, and I'm glad I did, mainly because I don't like to take big risks. Tron was having some issues right here. Tron, we saw start pulling back down, and I was probably going to buy into Tron if it touched this line. I was going to buy into Tron when it touched this line, but it didn't. It actually just reversed right up when I was talking about it. I was waiting for it to touch right here. It actually stopped right here and just reversed upwards. The reason I'm staying away from it is because it's overbought, guys. It's overbought on the daily, which is an indicator to me to back off. Why buy when it's overbought when you can buy when it's oversold? That's my logic behind it. Obviously, it's heading back up to where its previous resistance was, which is up here. But honestly, being so overbought and being so far away from the uptrend, I'm anticipating it to take a reversal anytime soon now. So I do think, at least in my opinion, I would stay away from it. I wouldn't invest at a price that's so overinflated right now. I would personally buy it down over here. Otherwise, that's going to sum up today's episode, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, that little bell, turn it on so you don't miss out on any important cryptocurrency news. And I'll see you guys. Also, don't forget to drop a like, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.